Hello everyone, this is Hakaym and welcome back to another episode of Funday Sunday, and today we have a fairly good battle for the Tier 8 Premium Italian Battleship, the Roma, and I love the Roma. Even though it can be extremely finicky at times, the dispersion is either really fantastic or crazy like a shotgun. It really depends on what RNG has blessed you with, whether or not you sacrificed enough to the gods, I guess, of RNG's. But anyway, I am joined with Wheeze in the Amalfi, and yeah, it is mostly a heavy tier 8 battle with a few tier 7 and 6 sprinkled in. And let's actually talk about the Roma. Now, I'm looking forward to the battleships of the Italian line. I think if they focus kind of what the Roma is good at, it could be definitely a great ship. So the Roma is pretty much battleship killer. It does really fantastic against battleships, not so much against cruisers. I mean, it can deal with them, it can still get those nice juicy citadels, but it has a really high chance of overpenning majority of the time. The other real nice attribute of the Roma is a very fast turret traverse, which, I mean, you can say about that too, about the Russian battleships. They have a very fast turret traverse, so I guess it's not a unique characteristic, as well as you could say that with Russian battleships are really good against other battleships. But all the same, kind of Roma is just a really great anti-battleship So it's definitely has its niche somewhat. Once again, Russian battleships kind of take away from the Roma. So other, I guess, decent qualities is she has a decent speed, decent rudder shift time, which once again kind of the Russian battleships kind of have going for them. But anyway, we're actually gonna go ahead and kind of get into it, because this is where it really gets fun and intense. So starting off, Ganai's now pushing in. Ganai's now obviously has a turtleback armor, which does protect it from being citadeled up close, but even though it does have that protective armor, it still can take massive pens. And once again, Roma is really great against battleships, and also really comes down to your dispersion, because its dispersion sometimes is kind of bad. The AA on the ship's not super fantastic, only 4.6 kilometer range, no buff to the AA on this captain or modules, so AA is not super fantastic. That's kind of the downside of it. Its reload time, not super great, but not super bad. 30 seconds, not the greatest, but we do get first blood and earn our first kill. And once again, turret is so super fast, really fantastic against battleships. Switch targets very, very quickly. And one, I guess, really nice thing, its armor can be quite, it's quite tricky. Look at that. Oh, Dunkirk was rushing down our Asasio. Get the kill on that. And yeah, once again, this is kind of the nice thing about this ship, is it's a great anti-battleship its armor, it's hit and miss. It does have kind of trollish armor, which works for it, but it always seems whenever you're shooting at a Roma, you can never get those citadels unless you're being in a Roma. Now, we do have a key pushing in, and the key, whoa, look at that, just, another citadel, 21,000, and right there, bam, huge hit from the key. And that's the thing about its armor, is it can get very easily penetrated, especially from the front at times. Now the key obviously is a dangerous battleship because it does have torpedoes, and it is a moggy of sorts, but showing broads like that is just foolish against a Roma. Look at that, just penetrates right through the nose of the Roma, but obviously have to at least keep bow in because of torpedoes, but fortunately the key completely whiffs on that. And try and get the rear turret. Unfortunately, that key is very angled at the moment. But fortunately for us, the Roma has very, very fast turning guns, and we're able to keep on target and net ourselves another kill. That is kill number 3 with another citadel. The enemy team is currently down 4 ships. We are starting to take A, while their Cleveland is taking really big steps. Now, unfortunately for us, the Graf Zeppelin does see a lone battleship, and that does mean he is going to be focusing us, which, like I said, its AA is not spectacular, but it does get at least some damage out, which is better than maybe a few other type of battleships. Now, one trick you can definitely do is turn stern towards incoming torp planes. Probably should have kept turning, because the Graf Zeppelin does come in from the other side, but I was really wanting to get more damage, and I am unfortunately going to eat 2 torpedoes, which is really unfortunate, but we do manage to take out 7 of the planes, so that is actually 11, so decent amount of planes right there. And hoping to at least help out on the seaside. But anyway, shot at the Graf Spee, and as you can see, even at this distance where the air velocity should have slowed up the shells, allowed it to penetrate a little bit more easier, we once again got overpinned on that Graf Spee. And here, once again, is the Graf Zeppelin coming in to drop torp planes. Fortunately, we're going to dodge this with relative ease, and actually doing decent damage. And it really comes down to the fact that we haven't ate a lot of HE damage, which hasn't destroyed the majority of our AA. Now, fortunately for us, our friendly CV does drop fighters, which should help if the Graf Zeppelin decides to come back in. It does look like that's the case. Unfortunately, we're gonna once again be eating torpedo. Fortunately, our torpedo belt ate it, and that does mean we're not gonna take any flooding. Now, fortunately for us, that Bayard is extremely far back, and we're no longer detected, so we're going to at least minimize the amount of HE damage. And once again, Roma, not really fantastic against cruisers. It can get those citadels, I'm not saying it can't, but it's a great anti-battleship. Now, this is kind of the issue with CVs, is if CV really wants you dead, it's gonna focus you, because here comes the Graf Zeppelin with some armor-piercing dive bombers, fortunately actually managing to just skirt around us and going to actually avoid us, which is actually super nice. And now we're actually just gonna focus up these cruisers up here and try to get rid of that as quickly as possible. Now, I've had battles in the Roma in tier 10s, and it does struggle against tier 10s, yes. A lot of battleships are going to have a bit more of a difficulty dealing with the much heavier battleships at tier 10. But up close and personal, that's kind of what the Roma is really good at. It doesn't have the armor, so you don't have that turtleback protection, but I've had instances of just outright outplaying a Kremlin. It's a lot of fun. These guns hit pretty hard. And once again, I love the Roma. It's just such a beautiful ship. Italians make very beautiful ships. I don't know why. It looks sleek. It looks dangerous. I guess it's evident, especially with their Lamborghinis. I guess I don't know, but I just love their ships. They just look really fantastic. Decent hit on the Helena. But once again, we got a majority of overpins, but still did a pretty good amount of damage, 12,000. And here comes that Graf Zeppelin again. He really wants to focus me. So once again, we're going to kind of turn tail. You have a better opportunity to dodge those torpedoes. If you do turn to stern, it's always in tactic. Torpedoes for the Graf Zeppelin, not uberly fast, but we do net ourselves a 4th kill and earn Confederate, which is always nice to have. Unfortunately, we're gonna dodge this torpedo actually, which is fantastic. The enemy team is essentially done. There's not much they can really do. Maybe if they get a kill, that would be fantastic for them. They only have 29 points, and we are going to win in about 45 seconds. And Helena is spotted. Kraken would be nice, but I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video, because there goes the Helena. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys have a great and fantastic day. Zai Jen.